It's part 2, Kim. Reunion.
I Teresa's vile. I was texting all my friends. I texted you. I DM'd. She's just simply vile. You got some class act, Luis. You know, you go get her. Nice language. Nice language. Every other word out of her mouth is F. I'm blown away. I just can't believe this is the Teresa that I know. Kristen says the same thing. We just can't believe we're watching the same person that we know. Yeah.
Well, what shocks you? I mean, at this point.
Well, her language, it's one thing to F. We throw F bombs here and there, but it's above and beyond. It's every other word out of her mouth. Telling people shut the F up. You know, I mean, like over and over and over when she's, you know, the fake apology when she hugs Joe. You know, we all know that's so fake. And she's just treacherous and she's vile. And, you know, and Louis like watching her like, how do you love that? How do you love someone who could behave like that? You know, it just leaves, it leaves me room for pause. And then I want to bring this up before I forget, because I'm having a day. So Alessia from Miami and Teresa were interviewing each other, you know, so Alessia just got married. And so they were talking about her wedding and what happened, what led to it. And Teresa's planning her wedding. So Alessia kind of sets her up. I got a kick out of it. Alexia, right? Is that her name? Alexia or Alessia? Alexia. So Alexia says, are you going to take Louis' last name? And Teresa says, well, you know, I happen to like his last name, but Louis says, I'm Teresa Giudice, and you know, I'm famous. That's my famous name. So I should keep my name. So Alexia hits her back and goes, yeah, well, I'm an old fashioned girl and my husband wanted me to take his name. So I took it. And Teresa's jaw dropped. It was so good.
It did. She just dropped it.
Oh my God. It was because, you know, she's always saying how old fashioned she is and this and that. But Luis said that, you know, he wants her to keep her name because it's famous, and it even gets better from there. Now, Luis obviously is somewhere taking a shower, doing whatever in the house. And Teresa says, oh, you met Louis. So Alexia is like, really? When? She goes, when you were in wherever they were, whether it was Spain, somewhere abroad. And Alexia is like, oh, okay. Yeah, Louis told me he met the Miami housewife, blah, blah, blah. So he clearly knows the housewives, because I didn't even know who Alexia was, okay? So he knows, this was 2019. He knew a Miami housewife when he saw her. She was there with her fiance at the time. And he walked up to her and said hello, or maybe asked for a picture. I don't know. So Teresa's telling Alexia, and she calls Louis, come here. You know, come say hello to Alexia. And like he gets on the camera and Alexia goes, oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah, right. She remembers this random guy in 2019. But that again leads to my theory. He knew exactly who Teresa was. He knew that he wanted to be on the show. He knew that he wanted to meet Teresa, and he met her, and now he's going to marry her. Because 2019, he's in Spain or somewhere like that, and he knows who Alexia is. Come on.
Well, a couple of things. This is right. Bravo's doing this new thing where like they mix up housewives. So I assume, I don't know if you get paid for it, but they made Alexia and Teresa talk. It's on the Bravo website. I assume they're going to be doing these. Well, Miami Housewives wasn't even back on TV. So it was off for like 10 years. So that makes it even stranger that he knows.
That's exactly Alexia, right.
I mean, the Miami Housewives was not on TV for 10 years.
No, that's why I'm saying, you know, and this guy, you know, I ran into a Miami housewife. What? Like what? That's questionable. I'm sorry, guys. It's questionable. Okay. You know, I don't look for these things. I listened to the interview because Teresa's stuttering all over herself. And I'm like, I can't even believe this girl does interviews. And then they said something else that blew my mind, that Louis likes Sex in the City. And he suggested that they get married by the Justice of the Peace and the family and friends go to a diner and celebrate. And Teresa loved that idea. But then Louis said, no, I think we should have a wedding. Now, if any of you believe that Teresa would want to get married and go to a diner, the Brooklyn Bridge is for sale. Okay. Are you kidding me?
I am telling you, this wedding, and you want to say you have your thing to say. If anyone out there listening thinks this is not going to be on TV as a, I don't know if it'll be, I think it's going to be a special or a 3. She's going to get money. They are going to cash in. Sorry.
Well, let's go a step further that she doesn't want the cameras there. She's going to allow people to video with their phones and send it in. One way or the other, you're going to get to see. And she keeps mentioning this guy. Oh, so-and-so's planning. So-and-so's doing, I never heard of him because I don't watch all these shows. So if she wanted to have her wedding at a diner, now all of a sudden she's got this top big wedding planner who's been on TV and he's doing the flowers. And like, you go from a diner to that.
Honey, this is going to be like a spin-off, and it's going to be like 3, 4 episodes. There's going to be money. You watch.
I'm sure there is.
Look, she's very hostile at the reunion. A lot of people said that they didn't like. Everyone thinks I come for her. I don't come for her. We do these every weekend, and I had Margaret on.
I come for her. I can't.
Right. It's like, people need to get off my jock. I don't come for Teresa. Can come on my podcast any day she would like. No, I don't think that will ever happen. But guess what? I don't think that was ever going to happen before anyway. So
no, of course not.
She was a little hostile, and I took a temperature by reading a lot of comments online about I wanted to see what people thought. I didn't put the question out, but a lot of people are not happy with her behavior. You're right. Yeah. People are not happy.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't think it was so bad, but I guess it's just I've come to expect that, which I guess doesn't say much. We're going to disagree again, though. I will disagree. This is the one thing I will disagree with you on till the end of the earth. Andy loves her, loves the Gorgas. When he's this family,
the Gorgas are different.
He loves them both. Nope, he loves them all. They've been with him from the beginning, and he also said when they asked him his 3 housewives that he's most Teresa, Luann, and Candy Burris. But when he ran back there and he's like this, we've been with this family forever. She is going to be there to the last breath.
No, I didn't. I never said she was going off the show. I know she's going off the show. And he put Teresa in her place by saying, we asked Joe to be here. He doesn't come here because we asked him. We want him here. So don't go saying he shouldn't be on the stage. We want him here. You know what I mean? So he did put Teresa in her place.
But he was just on Melissa's podcast also. I'm chewing candy at the same time, which is very unprofessional. I mean, of course, let's say it all on Melissa's podcast and give her the downloads. Let's keep it in the family. But,
right.
I think that we're going to see it. I think he's just done. I think he's done.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, enough is enough. How many more times does he need her to degrade him, to disrespect his wife? She made a complete bold statement by inviting everyone to be in her wedding, including Joe Gorga.